Good morning, dear children. Welcome back to this session where we have discussed the various topics related to the lesson the land, soil, water, wildlife, and natural vegetation. So, we have discussed about the three factors and yet to discuss the last factor, which is known as the vegetation, natural vegetation. And, children, I told you about the greenery that we see in our surroundings are all this natural vegetation. The various types of plants, isn't it? Shrubs, different types we can see in our surroundings. All together we can call it as the natural vegetation. And what are the major vegetations of the world? The first one is forest, grasslands, scrubs, and tundra. So these are the major vegetations. And under that, other subdivisions are there. That is, different types of forest are there, grasslands are there, scrubs and tundra are there. But still, these are the major vegetations of the world. So here, if we discuss about the distribution of the natural vegetation, the two major divisions are evergreen and the deciduous forest. Evergreen and the deciduous forest. This as a chapter we have studied, isn't it? In the forest lesson, we have studied about the different types. So here the first type is evergreen forest. That means in the name itself conveys that it never shed their leaves simultaneously in any season of the year. So that's why it is called as evergreen. That means it do not shed their leaves at all. It is evergreen. And the second one is deciduous forest. What is that? It shed their leaves in a particular season to conserve the loss of moisture through the transpiration. That means it's not like the evergreen. It shed their leaves but only in a particular season. And for what? To conserve the loss of moisture through transpiration. Thereby it saves, yes, the loss of moisture in the atmosphere. And at first I told you about the human made and natural factors for the degradation of vegetation and wildlife. What are they? That is, human beings for various purposes, yes, they what? Yes, they destroys the natural vegetations in our surroundings as well as the wildlife also. So what are these natural factors? Deforestation, soil erosion, construction activities, poaching, forest fires, tsunami and landslides. And the same manner they also does harm to the animals. How? These animals, they are approached for collection and illegal trade of hides, skins, nails, teeth, horns as well as feathers. So these human beings actually destroys both the natural vegetation as well as the wildlife. These are all, we know that it is the commercial, for the commercial purposes, they does in this manner. We know that the various parts of the animals are also useful for various purposes. So here we can see that the illegal trade of hides, skins, isn't it? Yes, that is nails, teeth, horns. We know that the elephants, isn't it? All the parts are, yes, it is very precious also. If we sell all these items in the open market, we can, yes, gain more and more profit for such things also. Yes, so that is about the how the human beings destroys the, yes, through the various activities they destroys the natural vegetation and the wildlife. And you have to understand that the government adopted various conservation measures to preserve this natural vegetation and wildlife. That is, many national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves are made to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife. Awareness programs like social forestry and Vana Mahotsava has been organized by the government in various schools as well as in some other institutions, and to make aware of the public also. So that means these are the conservation measures adopted by the government. Many national parks, and it is under the fully maintained by the government only, and wildlife sanctuaries to preserve all the, yes, the animals, biosphere reserves, there all we can see the, yes, many animals. Especially we can see this for the tigers, for the lions. Due care has been given by the government by establishing all these parks, sanctuaries and the reserves. And the awareness programs. We know that the public, sometimes out of ignorance, they will do such illegal activities. So to make aware of the public, this government has organized various programs, and such programs are social forestry and Vana Mahotsava. Here we can see that this is, what is this? We can see the lion in this image. And this is also an, what is this? The Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora is an international agreement between the governments. It aims to ensure the international trade in specimens of wild animals and plants does not threaten their survival. Roughly 5,000 species of animals and 28,000 species of plants are protected. And what are the different types of animals? Bears, dolphins, cacti, corals, orchids and aloes are some examples of all these animals. So what is this actually? This is, yes, CITES. So this is actually an agreement to protect all the endangered species of, yes, animals and the wild fauna and flora, different types of plants. Protection given for both plants as well as for the animals. So children, this is about the natural vegetation. That is that different types of natural vegetation and how, yes, all these natural vegetations are protected by the government through various, yes, awareness programs also. So thank you children for watching this video.